Are we about to see another big pump for Bitcoin? Right now, there are many things on the chart pointing to a continuation of this bullish environment, even after the CPI data came out yesterday, hotter than expected. So we're going to be diving into these charts. I'm going to be going through exactly what I am seeing. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to click that bell for notifications because we are bringing you the most timely and the most accurate technical analysis updates here on YouTube. So let's dive right into this. Bitcoin did come up to a key zone of resistance at $24,000. And this was the short setup we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from $24,000. And the reason was because we were printing some very bearish signals on the chart. In fact, if we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is as we came up to this zone, the momentum waves and the money flow were getting lower on market Cipher B as the price was getting higher into key resistance. This is why we took the short trade. Now, this is a very bearish signal. It typically marks a macro top. After we put in that top, however, you can see that for about 2 weeks, we struggled to actually get a big dump. And we were noting during the time that typically it doesn't take more than 11 days for these bearish signals to play out with a very large move to the downside. And yet we could see that we were trading in this range for about 19 or 20 days before we actually got that big move to the downside. And when we did, we started to see something very, very interesting on these charts. When we take a look now at the daily time frame, we can see exactly where Bitcoin came down to. A very key level of support, which is the pre-FTX dump zone of support. Now, this was actually the long setup that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from $21,400 because we are recognizing that this was a very key zone of support. And if we came down there with some bullish divergence, there was a good chance we were going to get a bounce. And as you can see, we have bounced from this exact level, which is where now we are long from. Guys, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord where we give the setups in advance, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, if you want to take advantage of 0% limit fees on ByBit, click the link in the description, guys, because it's actually a really, really good deal. Take trades without having to pay as many fees, and those fees can cut into your profit. 0% limit fees is great for taking scalps like this one. As you can see, even in the middle of this Bitcoin pump, we are still able to take short trades. As you can see right here, literally we were rejecting exactly from the level that we gave in advance. And if you have 0% limit fees, well, you can mark it into the trade and then you can limit out like this without having to pay the fee. Take profit just got hit on the scalp. So why is this so key? When we look at the chart right now on the daily time frame, we are printing a very rare bullish continuation signal. And let me just say this. I am not here to create any FOMO. Right out of the gate, this is definitely not the time to be entering into a long trade on leverage, okay? The time to enter a long on leverage was down here when we were at these lows. Right now is not the time. But that doesn't mean I can't be bullish. Just because I'm bullish doesn't mean I'm encouraging people to long now. No, we need to wait for a setup. But here is the rare bullish things we are seeing right now. As we come down to a key zone of support, the 1-day time frame is getting a lower momentum wave. And as we can see, the price is actually printing a higher low. This is a bullish continuation pattern called a hidden bullish divergence. This is a continuation pattern. We see this at the bottom of macro market cycles. When we come down to these macro market cycle bottoms, for example, in 2018, what did we see on the monthly time frame? We saw the price was making a higher low as the momentum waves were making a lower low. Well, the same thing is true here on this daily time frame. Now, something else that is very, very interesting about this daily time frame is when we zoom down to the 4-hour. Remember how we were talking about the bearish signal at the top where we saw the money flow and the momentum getting lower as Bitcoin came into key resistance? Well, we are seeing literally just the opposite of that right now. As Bitcoin comes down to this key zone of support right here, we can see that the momentum on market Cipher B continues to get higher on the 4-hour time frame as the price continues to get lower and money flow actually crossing back into the blue right now, giving us the very coveted, actually, I mean, this is, you know, we've got ourselves basically the Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, where as Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs get higher from left to right, and the money flow on Sam Bankman's man boobs that he's tattooed onto his chest is getting higher, the price is getting lower. This is a very, very bullish signal right now. And as this money flow is now officially crossing over into the blue, that is also very, very bullish, showing us there's a good chance that this actually was some kind of macro support. Now, this is why I actually remain bullish in the medium-term time frame, because in my opinion now, there's a really good chance that we have switched back to bullish market structure, because after coming down to our low, we can come down to the 1 hour time frame to actually look at what is happening in real time right now with this market structure, right? We put in our low, we've put in our high, we've put in our higher low, and now we've put in a higher high, basically taking out now pretty much all of these highs right here, okay? All of these highs right here. And so now we can look for continued upside. In fact, that's what I am actually looking for right now. We don't see any bearish divergences, even on the 1 hour time frame. And so I am looking for more upside here. Now, we need to understand one more thing, which is this, okay? We are forming this kind of pattern right now with a breakout target of about 23,700, which is very, very crucial. Why is it so crucial? Because as you can see, 23,700 is in fact the value area high of this old range right up here. In fact, a little bit above it. And the reason why this is so significant is because if the Bitcoin price actually does break out of this pattern, this megaphone pattern, and reach the target up here, this will be very, very bullish, because now we will be changing back to bullish market structure on a higher term time frame. So this is very, very interesting that we are seeing such bullish things develop here on the chart, even on such low time frames. And if we take a look at the macro, okay, we can see something else that is very interesting. Now, I've been saying for a while, I believe that the bottom, at least of the bull cycle, of the bear cycle, is in, and the reason why is because we always bottom out in between the 786 and the 886 Fibonacci for the past 3 cycles. I only have 2 on the chart, but for the past 3 cycles, we have bottomed out at this fib level as market Cipher B prints the green dot below the 0 line on the monthly time frame. And in addition to that, guys, if we take a look at just what is happening as far as the time we have before the Bitcoin halving, we can see, very interestingly enough, that pretty much when it comes to 1 year before that Bitcoin halving, that pretty much marks the, I would say, the beginning of the move to the upside. And you can see we are just a few months away from that 1 year mark before the halving. The past few market cycles, when we get to this 1 year mark, the bottom has already been in. 2015, the bottom came in January, then that 1 year mark until the halving came in July. I think it was July 11th. This isn't the exact day on this chart, but from that point onward, look, a nice move to the upside. Same thing right here back in April 2019, 1 year before the halving. That was pretty much the beginning of the move to the upside. Doesn't mean that we're going straight up, because both of these instances, we can see we've had pullbacks along the way. But what I'm trying to show here is that it's very possible that the bottom of the cycle is in, and we are seeing the stochastic RSI also agree on the monthly time frame that, you know, once this green line crosses above the orange line, that pretty much does mark the bottom of that Bitcoin bear cycle. And once both of these cross above the 20 line on the stochastic RSI, it pretty much marks the beginning of the big uptrend, right? We can see that multiple times happening in the past. So on the very high time frame as well, I am also remaining bullish. So here are the key levels of support and resistance that we need to be aware of right now. 20% discount on both courses, guys. If you want to learn how to do this and do this right, JasonCasperTrading.com. We have a basic course. We have an advanced order flow course, as well as a 14-day free trial on our trading bot if you're interested in trying out an awesome tool with a great community. Check it out. First of all, as you can see, we are coming up to the high volume node of this little area right here. Okay, this high volume node right here, which is going to be giving us some kind of resistance, right? We can expect some kind of resistance from this area. And then the next major zone of resistance that we're going to have on the chart is going to be the Fibonacci golden pocket from the low, from the high to the low. We'll go ahead and turn on our 618 Fibonacci level right here. And we can see that this is coming in just below this last high. So be very, very wary right now to potentially get a move up to here and also get a rejection. But here's the thing. Right now on the chart, we are not really seeing any bearish divergences on the 1 hour time frame. If we are going to really put in a lower high as we come up here, we would want to see the 1 hour time frame do something like this, right? The opposite of what we saw at the lows, where the momentum was getting higher as the price was getting lower. We would want to see this momentum getting lower as the price was getting higher. But right now, we are simply just not seeing that, which is making me think we actually could hit our target to the upside. One word of caution, we do have to be aware that until we actually break this high at $24,000, we're still technically in bearish market structure on a higher time frame because of the high and the low and the lower high, and now the lower low. So until we start to make now a higher high and take out this previous high, there is still a chance of rejection. However, when we look at our momentum oscillators, we are not really seeing signs of weakness right now. In fact, we are seeing signs of strength. A few other charts to be aware of right now, guys, is the dollar. The dollar right now we know is at a very crucial point, being underneath this key resistance at 103.779. This is a very key level. If we start to break above this, we need to be cautious because that will probably be bad for Bitcoin as well as the S&P 500. But as long as we hold below this level, and especially if we come below a 102.639, then that could be very, very nice for Bitcoin. That is it for today's video. May you all be blessed in the name of Jesus the Messiah. I pray everybody is very, very blessed, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.